This episode of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast is sponsored by the best-selling book, Halloween Horror Nights Unofficial, The Story and Guide 2017. If you're brave enough to attend Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights, you better believe you'll need a survival guide. Head over to Amazon and pick up your copy now and get the stories behind the scares and never miss a trick.
We take a look at what it would take to bring Islands of Adventure up to the standard now set by Universal Studios Florida on episode 276 of the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Hello, everyone. I am your host, of course, Marc and Kleinhenz, and with me, as usual, is Darren.
What's up, Internet?
That crazy Lee guy.
Hello, everyone.
And the lovely Tracy.
Hello. Whoa. This is not Orlando Informer takes over the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Back off, Kleinhenz. Hello, everyone.
Oh, fine.
Yes, we've complained on the podcast for quite a while now that Universal Studios Florida has been getting all the love. And we think it's about time that Islands of Adventure got what it deserves. That sounds really ominous.
Yeah, right.
It might be depending on what everyone's ideas are.
Well, true. So yes, we're going to have a look at what we think should happen to Islands of Adventure to bring it up to the level of Universal Studios Florida.
But it is. We've talked about it quite, especially this year.
We have.
A lot, that everything seems to be going on at the studios. That's the one that's getting all the new stuff. Mm-hmm. And Islands is, barring Hogsmeade and Skull Island, it's pretty much the same park it was when it opened. Yeah. What are we at now? 18 years ago, yeah.
Hey, Spidey changed, an Incredible Hulk changed.
Yeah, but it was still the same. They're still the same rides, essentially.
Yeah, that's true. My joke was like nothing else.
Yeah. But is that the only things they've added in is Skull Island, obviously Hogsmeade, but then that was only really the land itself and Forbidden Journey, and then the High in the Sky Zeus trolley train ride.
And the Hogwarts Express.
Dinosaurs got a new skin.
Yeah, but as far as actual new additions to the park, that is it.
Raptor Encounter.
Teacups. The Teacups ride was Storm. What's the official fancy name?
Stormforce Acceleron. Was that not their opening day?
That was opened in 2000 alongside the Flying Unicorn. Is that what the ride was originally?
Okay, I didn't know that.
I only know that because I had to write that really long and annoying article. I just swore. Please edit that out. I'm sorry. I had to write that very long.
You think swearing, Jesus.
That article over the summer for the 18th anniversary.
Oh, yes.
I listed the 18 changes, and that took forever to write. And so these useless facts are now forever lodged in my head.
I would still count them as opening attractions, even though they were like a year later.
Yeah, that's close enough.
But it is, when you compare what the studios has had in the last 18 years, that is an entirely different park to what it was 18 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would counter that Universal Studios Florida needs to be an entirely different park, and I think it still needs to be different still, because we need to have Fast and Furious. Everyone's very excited about that, so we need to have that as soon as possible, and other stuff too.
But I mean, the fact, like when Islands of Adventure opened, they marketed it as the state-of-the-art theme park, and it's not really anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So
it's still beautiful though.
It is a stunning park, but it does. I know when we were out last week complained that it did feel we came out for a week in 2015, and it's the least amount of time on any of our trips that we've spent in Islands of Adventure because it just felt kind of flat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Lee, how would you change it? See that?
Oh, you're about to get a slap, young man.
What did I say about backing off? Hey? That's fine.
You're not going to make me go first.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Your idea.
God. It was my idea.
So are we doing like one person at a time? Or are we going to like do one land at a time? Like Darren tells me what he wants to do with Marvel, and then I tell you, and then Lee, and then maybe Tracy.
You're driving the bus.
God, we're going to crash and burn then. No, actually, I like that idea.
Well, go and land at a time.
Rather than do it because...
Yeah, then it's just one person waffling, isn't it?
Otherwise, you go get to the last person, and they could go, I've got Nout now.
That's very
because
true.
you've all mentioned it.
Yeah.
So you start. I think we should start at port of entry.
Obviously. And then which way are we going?
And then I'll surprise you.
All right. The first thing, I mean, port of entry is nigh on perfect as it is now. Because it's just the entrance to that land. I don't think it needs an awful lot doing to it. Because as we talked about not that long ago when we did our focus on it with Ron, it is still arguably the best main street in any theme park I've visited. My main thing would be I want the music to be played back down port of entry as it was supposed to be.
Yep.
And if I haven't discussed this ad nauseum on the show by now, the idea is that it's supposed to be 6 or 7 pieces of music that are played at different points down port of entry, but they all overlap. So at any point, you may hear 2 pieces of music, but it doesn't sound like 2 separate pieces of music. It melds to make one coherent piece of music. It all blends in together. I want to see that back.
Can I just jump in with that?
Mm-hmm.
What I would like to see every now and again is an actual gamelan orchestra.
That would be
just
cool.
go in and
need to get
play
Bill
it.
Kidd back on it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Something that you only ever seem to see at really busy times now is characters in port of entry. You know, it's supposed to be, the idea behind it was the bustling seaport of the entry to Islands of Adventure. And I don't think we've ever seen any characters in there.
That's one of my things.
I don't think we've ever met any characters in port of entry when we've been over. So I want to see that. Yeah. I want it to be the bustling port town that it's supposed to be. Not all the time. You can bring them out first thing on the morning, obviously, when most people are coming in, and maybe sort of around lunchtime. But then I also thought you could do for park close. I still say that Universal doesn't have that kiss goodnight that Disney has. That end to the night. It kind of gets to, I said it before, it gets to 10 to 8, and you're like, oh, it's time to go now. There isn't an end to your day, really.
No.
Cinematic Spectacular give you it a little bit. So what I thought you could do in port of entry was have certain team members from the shops stood out on the street sort of doing, come and buy my wares from my shop, come on in. That type of thing at the end of the night, you know,
Stereotype.
sort of, well,
right.
not really, it's not a stereotype.
No, they need that voice. All the shop owners everywhere in Universal need that voice.
And honestly, that's about it. I don't think port of entry needs an awful lot of tweaking.
No. Mark, have you got anything to add to port of entry?
In all honesty, the one thing that I would do, and I was going to save this for my big finale, like my theoretical mic drop, but
You could save it if you want to.
I would add a hotel. And I got to steal this from Tracy, so I have to give you credit for that. Disney obviously is doing this little thing called the Star Wars Hotel. It's supposedly going to be built right on theme park property, right next to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We know that Disney wants to do even more of those, and I'm sure Universal is at least thinking about it, if not doing more than that. So I would say, fine, let's do that, but let's do it with something that's not an IP. Of course, that would never happen. There would have to be some kind of IP. It would have to be Jaws or King Kong or something. But in my little fictitious Markland, which normally is a very scary place, today we're going to say it's going to have a port of entry hotel. That's going to be an extension of the land, the details, the music, the theming, all that stuff. And I think that would be a really interesting, very cool place to hang out in, let alone stay at.
Oh, absolutely. It's perfect because, like you say, you're not worried about any sort of comeback from Warner Brothers or Fox or anywhere you've bought the property. It is your own property. So, no, I'd stay there. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The odds of that happening are 0 to slim, but
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if it was like a boutique kind of experience, you know, like not a lot of rooms available up there, you know, but it'd be really cool for sure.
Darren.
Yes.
What have you got for?
Picture, if you will, Hill Valley 2015.
Darren.
No, I'm just kidding. Well, just to continue, you know, the theme of it being like a world market, I think it would be cool to have like at least like a stall, like if not like a bunch of small like shops that, you know, kind of pertain more to like world market things, like, you know, soaps and, you know, different kinds of like Earth Fair kind of trades.
Yeah.
I just think that would be kind of neat to have that, you know, up and down like the main thoroughfare, just to give it a little bit more authenticity as you come in and out of there, and to give, you know, pass holders some like practical items to buy in there as well.
I completely agree.
I think that would be pretty neat. And everything else was kind of mentioned, like having more characters in there and character interaction. And like you said, it's more practical for Universal to do that just in the morning. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, in the evening is cool too, especially with the settings that they have. And, maybe doing some window projections, random ones, with different little stories happening, in the windows from time to time.
Yeah. Like they do with the windows in New York for Horror Nights.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't take an awful lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not the same subject matter, but...
Yeah, but a similar type idea.
Yeah.
Yes, Lee.
Whoa.
So.
Ouch.
It's all right. It sounds like everyone's nicked all your ideas already.
So, Tracy, what have you got? Well, nothing. Let's move on.
Yeah, because Mark's nicked one and Darren's nicked the other.
And you nicked one.
Oh,
and everybody's nicked everything. Yeah, I agree. Have more Islanders milling about in costumes. You could have people walking around with, the trays strapped around the necks, selling various bits and pieces, touting the wares. Not that sort of touting the wares, though, because it's a family park.
A belly dance, they could bring a belly dancer out at some point. That would be cool. Have I nicked that one as well?
Of course, yeah. Lee would be interested in that.
No, that's a good one. The hotel idea, but there's one area that I'm always intrigued by, which is above the rentals bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
stroller and wheelchair rentals. There's steps that leads up to an apartment. What I would like to see is that become an actual apartment, like you have in Magic Kingdom, Cinderella's Castle.
Yeah, the Cinderella
like
suite.
Yeah. Just have that
Charge
one
$1 million to stay in it for one night.
Have it as like they did. One lucky family get to stay in it.
That would be
We
very
did
cool.
that ages ago, didn't we? The year of a million dreams. We did our
Oh,
version
yes,
of
we
it for
did.
Universal,
Wow,
didn't we?
That was a long time ago.
That was cool. That actually, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a lot you need to do with port of entry. It's for me, it's 90%
almost
perfect as
perfect,
it is. It just needs that. Like if you go onto Main Street at Magic Kingdom, you've got the citizens of Main Street. Then you could have people you could have like the odd sort of tuk what those pulley cart things and transport people up and down just for like
Rickshaw.
a rickshaw a couple of hours a day just to give it a bit more kinetics.
One thing. No, I'll say it how it came into my head, and it'll just give you a laugh anyway. I think they should have a professional slapper. By that, I actually mean a person that goes up to the people who are rushing through, slaps them in the face and says, "Stop,
All right.
look up, look round, take it all in. We worked hard on this." Yes, not that type of slapper. So, yeah. So, I'm going to keep changing the order up because otherwise I'm just going to be going, "Yep, you've got all of mine." So,
Yeah.
So you come out of port of entry. Ahead of you is the lagoon. Has anybody come up with anything for the lagoon?
Put a
I didn't
monster
think
in
about the
there.
lagoon.
A nighttime show. It
I
needs
know.
a nighttime show.
Right?
What if
All
they
the
had these
killer
boats?
whales from SeaWorld will now live in the lagoon.
It's a bigger area than that one at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
What if you had these boats that would transport you back and forth, like Skipper Island tours?
That's old. You've had that.
I'm going home now.
Yeah, that
It's a-
wouldn't work. You're right.
well-
But the whales could jump over the boats. That would be a nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have got something for there, but it ties.
How come I'm going last year again?
It ties in with something else, so I'm not going to say just yet.
Right. Shut up, everybody. Otherwise I'm going to be having a hissy fit.
You're already having one.
So yes, what Mark was saying about little shuttle boats. Right. Because I actually ended up drawing a map here.
Oh my god.
I had to work out in my head. I didn't go as far as building a model because I didn't have time.
It's not to scale and it's not painted.
Yeah.
Please excuse the good idea.
So what I was thinking was, essentially there's 8 lands. If you, I know Skull Island's only one ride really, but I'm assuming that's going to be expanded eventually and what have you. So there's 8 areas. But it's not practical to have a, a dock at each one because Toon Lagoon, Skull Island and Jurassic Park are quite close to each other, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So what I thought was have 4 docks and have the docks in Port of Entry, Toon Lagoon, Jurassic Park and Lost Continent. Each dock has 2 launches, so that gives you 8 launches, but every launch is painted and themed to a different land.
Cool.
But they only go, say, port of entry to Jurassic Park. So it's not like you just... Do you know what I mean? So they're just like crossing over each other.
Yeah.
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 That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought with that because I forgot what I was going
Team
to
the
say.
boats along with it. That would be pretty neat.
Yeah.
Especially coming to and from Harry Potter.
You know,
with
yeah.
the movie.
You know, and have your skippers dressed as they would be for their respective lands. You know, I would like to see something more with the submarine. You know,
Real submarine rides.
yeah, that'd be cool. I don't know what they could do with that. I just really like the submarine. I just think it's so overlooked.
Well, a lot of that is, to be honest, at
You
this
know.
point.
But that area got me thinking because obviously it's got this nice little area you can go and stand in and chill out.
Yeah.
You know, that lagoon's unused. You know, I know it's given like a circular route around the whole park. Create some sort of boardwalk at the end of port of entry.
Okay.
You know, have some, I don't know, midway games and, well, not necessarily midway games, I'm just, you know, but, you know, just have little continental cafes with, you know, little wrought iron tables and chairs and just make something of it. Because it is just really overlooked.
God, yeah, no one goes
You know,
down
there's
there
actually
except
quite
us.
a big area there that's just wasted.
Yeah.
Make something of it. You know, and I think they should have more benches situated lagoon side around the whole park.
Yeah.
You know.
Thing is, they don't want people to be sat down, do you? You're not spending money if you sat in your ass.
I know, but some of us are old and need to sit down.
Every 10 minutes.
Speak for yourself. Every 12
I am
minutes.
speaking for myself.
So,
They did do the brewery, the Duff Brewery,
yes.
right on the lagoon side.
Yeah.
Of Universal Studios Florida. So doing something along that lines, so you get to sit and relax, but also Universal's making money off of you. That might be a good compromise.
I actually approve of that area very much. I may have utilised that a couple of times.
Yeah.
So,
Indeed.
anything else for the lagoon? No.
Yes, but I'll
Yeah,
get there.
other than just like a show, you know, like having some kind of a show or an event take place there where people can watch from any area around the park, you know, giving plenty of viewing area.
Yeah.
As we've seen with the projection show, you know, we've already seen how crazy the crowds have gotten, and it's only the first weekend. So you can only imagine what that's going to be like more towards Christmas. People are going to be backed up like, I can't even imagine, to Lost Continent.
Probably into Seuss Landing, and then you're just going to have like a group of people from Ollivanders upwards. They'll move through into Jurassic Park, and then the next wave of people will come through, watch the show, then they'll move on.
Never-ending loop.
Yeah.
I'll just keep going.
I don't think that's beyond the realms of possibility, to be honest.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting, but yeah, to have something there in the middle of the lagoon that everybody can see from, you know, any area that you choose. And there's a lot of really nice, you know, places to stand along there. So I think it just makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of the boats there as well. So maybe like doing that during the day, and then you know, halting that, or maybe the last boats of the day are involved in the stunt show. Always try to be on those last ones.
Yeah. That's just tied in with what I've just thought of. Have water skiing characters. I'd love to see the Grinch water skiing.
That would be great.
Or a Velociraptor.
I don't think that's going to work.
Or
Popeye.
yeah.
King Kong.
The Hulk.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk versus King Kong. That's a show waiting to happen right there.
Right. I think we're done with that one, aren't we?
The lagoon's an awkward one because.
Oh, which way are we going? Left or right? Yeah, we normally go left, so we're going right. We're going to go to Seuss Landing.
Well, that's the way you should go, really.
Yeah, but we always go left.
Not always.
The human body naturally goes left.
No, it doesn't.
So, I'm going to start with Seuss Landing because it's my other favourite land, and I'll cry if I don't get anything on this one.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know the bit at Carousel where you've got the Street of the Lifted Lorax? You've got the little path and you can listen in and hear the
Yes.
story.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really think we need more things like this. Because outside of the US, Dr. Seuss isn't that big a thing.
It's bigger than it used to
It
be.
is, but our kids were already brought up on it because we'd
Interesting.
been and I fell in love with it and I
Yeah.
started collecting the books, which is why my kids know so much Seuss.
Yeah, it's because of Islands of Adventure that we're really aware of
Yeah.
it.
And to be honest, normal people, shall we say, are only really aware of The Grinch because of the movie, The Cat in the Hat.
I've still never seen that movie.
I've seen enough.
It looks it.
Horton.
Oh, yeah.
I'm missing one. Anyway,
The Lorax.
the Lorax. Oops. Sorry.
Which you've literally just been talking about.
Yeah, he's on my arm and he's one of my favourites. So I think it would be nice to have things like this for the lesser known characters. Gertrude McFuzz is featured in the park.
You want Yertle the Turtle, don't you?
Knowing what that's an algorithm.
I know, that's why I
not
said
an
it.
algorithm. Allegory for. Maybe not. But yeah, Gertrude McFuzz. How many people actually know
The story.
the
behind it.
story or just the moral of that story? And it's quite a strong story, actually. And I like that, and Hop on Pop. Who knows who Mrs. McCabe is?
And she's got a lot of Daves.
23. You only know that because it's my favourite
Only because
one, and it's really funny, and it's quite dirty in the middle of it.
I nearly said muff there.
Soggy Muff.
That's the one that's just as bad.
Yeah, well, okay. Well,
Did you hear the story of Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she called them all Dave? And basically it goes on, she regrets it, wishes she called them all different names, and Soggy Muff is one of the names, and it just makes me snigger every time. And I actually have a Dave on my arm.
And what's he called? Just Dave.
He's Dave because there's only one of him.
Anyway,
The more obscure ones. I mean, you've got Zach's Bypass there. But who knows what that's really about? There's a Zamp in a lamp.
That's
but-
cool, that.
But who knows where that comes
Most
from?
people probably don't even know it's there.
Probably not. I mean, I know I'm an absolute nerd when it comes to Zeus stuff, but I want people to get more out of it. I want people to understand more.
makes sense.
There's things like I think that Circus McGurkus needs a new chef.
The food in there is horrendous. And we've gone in there at least twice, and it's even after the first time we always swore we'd never go in again, and yet we did.
Cheese top cardboard and the driest
Oh, those
shortcake
iced
I've ever
bun.
had.
No, they were iced buns.
No, we've had strawberry shortcake there as well. It just sucked all the moisture out of your
Mark, have you ever eaten in
body?
there?
No, I've only been in there from the High in the Sky Seuss trolley tram ride.
That's enough.
And the last time that I did that ride, which was for Halloween Horror Nights in September, they didn't even go through that restaurant. They completely bypassed it, which I didn't know it could do that. So it surprised me.
Oh, that's the best bit.
Yeah.
I said I'm a huge fan of rides that interact with other things. And that's why, jumping off the back of yours, I said Circus McGurkus needs to be a better restaurant.
Oh, it does. It really does. I mean, it could be a destination restaurant, really.
It should be,
Mm-hmm.
but it's god awful.
I've never seen it even a tenth full. Not
No.
a
What
tenth
if they
full.
sold cotton candy?
Maybe.
Giant cotton.
You
Yeah.
can tell how bad
That
it
would be
is
great.
that whenever we go through on the Zeus trolley train, we always wave. Nobody ever waves back. And that's because I am not happy. I am eating this crap. Do not wave at me. I am not waving back.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes. Anyway, Darren.
Aha. Yes. So one thing I thought about this one is that I don't really like this area that much because it doesn't appeal to my demographic.
Darren, is it true that the only time you ever went in here, other than walking through it to get somewhere else, was when we dragged you in there?
Nina also dragged me in there to go to the breakfast.
Yeah.
The character breakfast with the Grinch. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything personally against it,
Good.
but it's just not. It's just not my
No,
thing, you know. And as far as that goes, I don't have kids, so.
No, that's fair enough.
I didn't have kids when I discovered it, though.
That's true.
So I think a thing that would be kind of cool here, and they've kind of already started it a little bit with the cotton candy store that just opened there, is this should be like a destination place for some really interesting and really strange, like candies and treats from place that you can't get anywhere else.
Great
like
idea.
Signature things.
Yeah, it's really experimental stuff.
Yeah, and even delving into like alcoholic beverages and stuff. Just saying. That'd be great. Just for the adults, give adults a reason to hang out there as well. Of course, nothing too crazy because you don't want people sitting there getting smashed.
Yeah.
So
Darren,
with all the kids around.
You want moose juice, Grey Goose juice?
Yeah, there we go. That sounds great. But yeah, just like a lot of treats and stuff like that. I like to see a lot of things from like Japanese cuisine and their snack and treat culture. Come over and have things there.
Well.
I would die to have like one of their like melon cream cakes that I've seen that I'm just dying over. It's like angel food and melon and cream just like layered on top of each other. It's just amazing things like that that I think would fit in really well, and they could do in really interesting ways with presentation. As far as keeping with the Dr. Seuss theme of no straight lines and keeping everything really interesting and off kilter. And along those same lines, like you guys were saying, a circus overhaul completely with a really eccentric menu, and possibly even like a sit down restaurant that would require like reservations.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, at Universal.
The thing is, you look at Islands of Adventure, and there's not many destination restaurants in there at all.
Exactly. So I'd like to see, like a gastropub, like a experimental kind of restaurant in there as well, that really toys with that kind of thing. It might not fit in and appeal to kids. I understand that, unfortunately, but this one is for us. So it's my idea.
Like, there's nothing, just because it's a kids area, it doesn't mean that there doesn't have to be stuff there for adults as well. Yeah.
I think you could do things with that, along those lines that kids would like as well. You just have to be really creative with it. You might even get them to eat a vegetable or two.
I was going to say, just change the menu so it's not PB&J for the kids, because that drives me mad. That's about the only option with carrot sticks.
But what if you go with like the molecular thing and, it's freeze-dried PB&J for the kids?
Yeah. And if they don't eat, you can smash it off the heads.
That made me think of something there, Darren, about the alcohol drinks. That comes into no one can walk in straight lines in Seuss Landing either.
There you go. See? That's it. And then just
Darren, you said Japanese food, and I had a flashback to all those vending machines everywhere, in every street corner, in every street.
Oh, yeah.
Sebby's vending machine land.
That's great. I would be totally for that. We actually have a store at our local flea market that's all like has the Japanese like vending, not just vending machines, but like the gumball machines over here, basically.
Oh yeah, those things were neat.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have stuff like that over there as well. But I'm just turning it into Japan land at this point. So.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, and then it needs to be Miyazaki land.
Oh, yeah, right. Yes, please. Right, I've just changed. That's it. Just get rid of Island of Adventure, and that's me happy then.
Yeah,
they are doing a Miyazaki land.
But not there.
Kyoto?
Yeah,
somewhere over there.
I can't afford to get there.
That's going to be one creepy land, by the way.
It's a good job I can't afford to go because I would never come home.
Yeah, and then just overall, I'd like to see a more vibrant paint job.
Yeah,
just in the area.
Yeah, I'm sure there must be some types of paints out now that don't fade in the sun. There must be something out there because it seems like they paint it and it's faded within a month.
Yeah, it's tough here, that's for sure. But Disney will touch their stuff up every night to make sure it looks good. So
do they still do that anymore?
Sometimes, right?
We've seen.
I think the days of that have gone.
Probably Main Street.
Maybe.
Marc? Doing Pandora.
Yeah, maybe.
Have you got anything to add to that one, Marc?
I do. I think Seuss Landing is a land that's fine in and of itself, but I think it's something that really suffers when you compare it to the likes of Diagon Alley or Pandora, stuff like that. So what I would want to do is take a bulldozer and tear down, flatten the entire land, and then rebuild it so that it's like Diagon Alley. So when you walk in, for example, imagine Is it the things that you can think? There, you open like one of the pages, and it's all these giant like red and white striped trees. Mm-hmm. So I want like a giant forest that you walk in, and you feel like you're in the forest, like Pandora.
Oh wow!
Like you're in the forest, you're completely surrounded by all this wildlife, and it doesn't have to be realistic. Like you don't need to have different animal migration patterns like you do in Pandora, but something where you feel as if that you're completely transported to a different time and place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can do a little section that's a town, and that's where you could have like the Cat and Hat if you'd like, or you could do Mount Crumpet with that would be like a little subsection also, just like Diagon Alley has all the subsections of Nocturne Alley and Carket Market and so on and so forth. Yeah. I want something that pretend that this land never existed before, pretend that the Universal Creative got this idea, this blueprint, like, all right, go. You have Dr. Seuss, you have the license of this, just you have the money for Harry Potter, just knock our socks off, do something that we've never done before. Even Super Nintendo World in the Universal Studios Japan, that concept art looks like something that is like, when I saw that, I think one of my first thoughts was, hey, that's what Seuss should have been.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's what I want out of Seuss Landing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I agree that I think that's the problem with a lot of this is a problem with a lot of the lands in theme parks now, that theme park lands are very different from what they used to be. And when you put something like a Diagon Alley in or a Hogsmeade, you put Hogsmeade in Islands of Adventure, and instantly everything else around it looks dated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, from what I understand, when this was getting built, Audrey, is it Geisel?
Gazelle. Whatever.
She was basically the J.K. Rowling
I heard that.
of that time. She was very, very, and she still is. The family are very particular over changes that are made, and they do have the right to just basically go take it all out with immediate effect if they don't like something that's going on.
Mm.
So there's a very fine line having to be tread there, isn't there?
There is.
And it's...
I think if you went up to the family and said, hey, we want to do your family's legacy and heritage justice by making this fully immersive environment, I think like, oh, I'm flattered. Please go ahead.
Yeah.
I think that might be a thing, though, for the next generation. Not that I'm wishing anybody gone, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because obviously that's her husband's vision, the way, and she's wanting to preserve that. And you get what I'm saying is your judgment's clouded, isn't it?
Because it was her that sold it to J.K. Rowling working for Universal, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'd be. See, I've got. As soon as he said take a bulldozer, I was like, "That's it, I'm out." And then I came back and I listened, and actually, yes.
But noise.
And I'd forgotten about a Mount Crumpet coaster. Yes, please.
I've got that in mind. Well, it's been rumoured for how long now?
Forever.
Yeah, a long time.
They're just taunting me.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it'll end up coming. I mean, for me, the land itself at the moment, it's all right. I kind of agree with Mark that it would be better to wipe it off the face of Islands of Adventure and literally go in from the ground up and build a Seuss Landing to the standards of what Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade and that is now. But just looking at it for what it is at the moment, that just pull the trigger on that Mount Crumpet coaster. We need that because it needs more bigger rides. They're very kiddie, and I know it's a kiddie land, but again, going off the back of what Darren said, for him and Nina with no kids, it's not somewhere they're going to spend time. So something like that. To a level of something like, let's have a look. You want some like a mine train, maybe a 7 Dwarfs mine train, maybe a little bit more intense, somewhere between that and Everest, maybe.
Yeah.
With a fairly low height restriction, would get more adults in there. I mean, I've ridden everything in there multiple times. The biggest thing for that land for me at the moment is the Cat in the Hat. Just to go in there from the ground up and completely gut that, because that is awful. I love the ride, but when you actually look at what it is now, it's
battered.
Yeah, it's kind of lame. I was on there recently.
It's like thing 1 and thing 2 come running down, and you see the sticks sticking up their asses, they're bouncing along, and it's things like that it's like, it's not 1999 anymore.
Yeah, and just those blank white panels, like backgrounds on there. It's just
Yeah.
Now you saying, I will disagree with something. You saying it's a kiddie land. How old are these books? Actually, it's a major nostalgia trip for more adults going through the kids.
It's still aimed at kids more than anything. It's still aimed at kids.
As far as the intensity level of the rides and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And then just like the food options, like I said, that are available and that kind of thing.
And this is why I want... not make it more adult. I just want to making better because, as I say, it's a nostalgia trip. Because these books are what? Crikey, they're 60-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, like for sure. I don't want to take anything away from kids at all in this land. So.
And it just shows the lifespan of these things. So it needs to trigger those memories for people.
62 years old.
Yeah.
And when you look at something, a lot of the complaints at Universal is there is no nostalgia there because they're quick to just rip. Let's have a Jaws. We need to put Diagon Alley somewhere. Just rip that out.
Still smarting over that one.
T2, get rid of that.
Yeah.
Limited space until recently.
Yeah.
But people are a nostalgic species. So.
And they need to do something with green eggs and ham. That should not be shut. We mentioned it on last week's show. There's no reason why that one of the most iconic buildings in that land.
But they don't just have to have green eggs and ham. You can make sugar cookies that are decorated to look like green eggs and ham. You can things you can do with cotton candy and all sorts. You can have everything green eggs and ham.
I've said it recently. It's weird that Universal, sort of 4 or 5 years ago, made a real effort to go right. We're gonna up the standard of food here. So they did it with the Three Broomsticks. They did it with Fast Food Boulevard. They did it with Diagon Alley when that opened. And I expected them to go around everywhere else and do the same, and they haven't. And there's still some really bad restaurants in those parks.
I think you have to give them time. I think that's a very expensive proposition, and I my hunch is they will eventually do that because I had the same exact thought that you did, Lee. I just think that it's going to be a while before they get to Islands of Adventure and everything else.
Yeah. I suppose I can't do everything at once.
This is what worries me, and this is kind of where this idea for this show came from, is they've purchased this land, and if their focus after Fast and Furious, and if Nintendo Land does go into the studios, then their focus is going to be on whatever this next gate is, and Islands of Adventure is going to get left by the wayside again.
Well,
maybe. They also, even with that new land, it's not a lot of land, especially when compared to Disney World. So I wonder, they strike me as being very space conscious, and they know that they have to maximize every last inch. So
yeah,
I don't know if they'll necessarily. I don't know. That's a really good that's a good thought experiment.
You're never going to know until it happens, basically. But I just hope the focus doesn't go away from Islands of Adventure onto something else.
I agree with that.
Doesn't listening to the crew at UUOP every week make you wish that you were actually at Universal Orlando Resort? Well, stop wishing and start doing. Mouse and Muggle Travel Company is the perfect place to begin. Their team of concierge-level travel planners will help you every step of the way. And for you Muggles who also love the mouse, their team of experts specialize in Disney destinations too. And the best part of all, their services are free to you. So, if you're ready to plan your next Disney or Universal vacation, let Mouse and Muggle Travel Company do all the work for you. Just go to mouseandmuggle.com and fill out a no-obligation quote request. Or send an email to info@mouseandmuggle.com. And remember, whether you're a mouse or a muggle, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company can help make your next vacation simply magical.
Well, let's leave Seuss Landing and head into what is now a tiny area.
Well, we're nearly 40 minutes in, and we've only done 2 lands.
We've done 3.
Speed round, bonus round.
No, we've only done 2.
Some of these are going to go fast.
would have been through this one if Lee'd shut up.
This might end up going over 2 shows at this point.
Lost Continent, shut up. Right, let's head to the Lost Continent, which is not the land it was. Marc, do you want to go first with this one?
Sure, I'm tickled by Lost Continent. Shut up. That would be a very nice subtitle. Let's be honest. This is a land that probably does not have much longer on this theme park mortal coil.
No.
I'm very afraid that it's going to eventually be erased and replaced. In my perfect little Marc world, I want to keep it.
Yep.
I think it's a very beautifully and immaculately detailed land. I think it's basically the only land outside of Hogsmeade that can really compete with Hogsmeade. So I want to see the same treatment. All right, spoiler alert. The thing that I said about Seuss Landing, where I want to see it completely realized with Harry Potter money and with the technologies and the abilities that Universal Creative now has. That's how I want the whole park to be. And with Lost Continent, I really want them to double down on this idea of mythology. I want them to keep Mythos because I love that place.
Yep.
And I want Poseidon to go away forever. And I've never even been to bad, but so.
I think me and you have just fallen out, Mr. Kleinhenz. I love
we
Poseidon's
love
Fury.
Sinbad.
Not that. That can die with fire.
Just as long as you don't touch
I love
the
Poseidon's
Mystic
Fury.
Fountain.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry. I really, looking at it gives me hives. But actually, looking at the facade, so gorgeous and so detailed. I want something to match that. So give me some kind of coaster. Give me some kind of dark ride. Give me a couple of somethings that just completely revitalizes that land and makes it one of the most interesting things there. And the last reason why I think this land is not long for this earth is because it's not based off of any kind of license or property whatsoever.
Yeah, very good point.
So it's definitely going away. But
maybe
mix in some Asian cultural influences. Sprinkle in different types of mythologies and different types of religions. Get some like Shinto things in there. No vending machines, so sorry, Darren. But something that would maybe expand it a bit more and make it more thematically resonant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it would be a shame because I love the. I'm not going to go. I'm just going to say that I love the Lost
Just
Continent,
go,
but
it's
it
fine.
does. No.
You were going next anyway, so just go.
It's a shadow. When they took out Merlinwood for Potter, it lost a lot.
Yeah. Because it was the Enchanted Oak Tavern.
Yeah, which was stunning.
Stunning.
And then you look at like the entrance to Dragon Challenge, or June and Dragons as it was fantastic.
Yes, with the big disc to stand on.
And I'm sad to say that I don't really remember Merlinwood as it was. Obviously, we've been there twice while it was still what it was, but I have very little actual memory of it.
I've never been there. I've never saw it that way.
Yeah,
It was
2004,
gorgeous.
2005, I don't honestly remember a great deal about it. And I've watched videos of it and it just doesn't feel familiar.
And I do actually feel that the portion that's been left is the worst portion of Merlinwood. Because the rest was...
Merlinwood was what all the Potter is now.
I know.
So you've got Merlinwood and...
I know.
Yeah, but there's none of Merlinwood left.
Right, okay, yeah, but it was like class, everybody lumped it all into the same area. You know, because it was all wood and you felt like you were in some sort of...
Wood.
I was going to say forest, but, you know.
No, it's a wood, it's in the title.
It felt... There was that dappled shade and weaving paths.
I just don't remember it.
It was just it felt like it stepped into nature, obviously magical nature.
Yeah.
But it was lovely. It had this. It's hard to put it into words. It had this atmosphere of its own that your step felt lighter. I really enjoyed it and I really missed it. I still miss it. You know.
I was just gonna say when I was like 10 or 11 and going there for the first time, I don't really remember that a lot either. But I just remember it feeling like a kiddie area. I don't know if just at that time, like for me, like the more mythical kind of things, and especially a couple of the rides there, the Flight of the Hippogriff or whatever that originally was.
The flying unicorn.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like attractions like that were like more kid oriented. I being, the big macho 10, 11-year-old that I was like, man, I don't want to ride this stuff. I want to keep going. Yeah, so.
That was emo Darren.
Well, my idea for it is I'm gonna take a leaf out of Marc's book, and I'm actually going against everything that I wanted to do with Islands of Adventure with this. Because Islands of Adventure, everything's based off, for the most part, literary things. So Marvel comics, the comic strips from newspapers. Jurassic Park was a book. Even the the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's based off books. Lost Continent's kind of
mythological books.
Yeah, and then obviously Seuss Landing was all book based. This one's I
never noticed that. Mind blown.
I was wanting to try and keep the theme, but my idea for Lost Continent is go and grab Marc's bulldozers and completely wipe it off the face of Islands of Adventure and use a property they now own. And I want to see the Lost Continent turned into Burke from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh,
No, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But okay.
You can use the Sinbad Theatre. I was actually watching some of this on YouTube. Now, there's a How to Train Your Dragon live spectacular with like big... Has anybody seen this?
Wait, how is that literary?
No. It's not. That's what I was saying.
They are
it's
based on books.
Are they?
Cressida... Somebody?
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, even better.
They're based off calling books.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
There's a whole series of novels.
But there's actually, it's done by the same people that do Walking with Dinosaurs. It looks stunning. Has anybody seen it?
No.
Google How to Train Your Dragon live spectacular, and it looks amazing. It's like actors interacting with these huge, big, sort of Walking with Dinosaur-sized dragons from How to Train Your Dragon. It looks amazing.
I came across that when I thought T2 might go that route.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it looks cool. To address the Mystic Fountain, keep it, but not there. It wouldn't fit. You put it in port of entry. We've said that for a few times now. Then, where Poseidon's Fury is now, do some sort of attraction there based on the ice island where his mother is from How to Train Your Dragon 2. So you've got the juxtaposition of Berk, like grassy hill area, and then an ice area over there. And it's a property they own. So
true.
I think it would be perfect. I know we talked when they bought DreamWorks, one of the things, and Hunter, who's not here, he'd be sat there going, yes, I want all of this. How to Train Your Dragon was the one property we thought was perfect for Universal, and they haven't done anything with it yet, and I wish they would.
Yeah. I can even see the parade.
That'd be cool.
You know, the Chinese dragons.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But toothless as one of these.
That would be awesome.
Oh, I need that so badly now.
You could do a similar thing to the Triceratops encounter that used to be in Jurassic Park with the toothless. I'm sure they must be able to do something like that now.
Other dragons are available.
Toothless, but you'd need to do it with toothless.
That is cool.
Now, I've only got one little thing to say, and then Darren, you can go. Just because you mentioned dragons, all I've got is reintroduce Merlin. Even though, that was like a bit further up the road. But I loved seeing Merlin walk around. He was brilliant. And dragons, because dragons rock. That's all I've got to say about it.
Cool.
Darren.
All right. Well, when you're going literary, I thought you were going to go Lord of the Rings there. I really thought that's where you're heading.
I thought Moby Dick.
Oh,
what?
Bring a whale in here somehow.
Yeah, the whales.
Whales are where it's at, I'm telling you.
Really good idea.
I really like Lee's idea. I think a really big makeover of this area is something that would need to be required for it to stay around and not become Fast and Furious Mythical Islands Supercharged edition.
3D.
That has potential.
Yeah, it probably could have become Mummyland. If that one didn't bomb so bad, Universal Monsterland would have been great. That would have been Lord of the Rings, I thought, would have been a pretty good idea for it, but being just that, just outside of the Harry Potter area might not be the best.
It's too similar.
Yeah, a little too close there. So I was really at a loss for this, and I think ultimately what it's going to be is paved over and become something else, either related to, half of it, even maybe half of it Dr. Seuss, half of it Harry Potter. But I eventually do, unfortunately, see this area being completely swallowed up. So
that's an interesting take, that actually. That you said everyone automatically assumes that it'll go away for something entirely separate from everything else, when you literally could have the land and go, right, Potter, you have that, Zeus, you have that.
I don't think it'd be halved.
That was the original location of Diagon Alley.
Right. Yes, it
they
was
originally
actually. Yes,
looking there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they thought that too.
And there was also rumours that it was going to be more Potter, and they were going to put the Chamber of Secrets, like a walkthrough thing where Poseidon's Fury was. And I was just like, no.
That still needs to be in the restrooms,
supposed to be underneath Hogwarts, not bloody half a mile down the road.
Hey, let's put the Ministry of Magic there.
That doesn't work.
Well, it's the beauty of port keys, right? You can put anything anywhere.
I suppose technically you could, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, okay, I buy it. Let's go.
Yeah. But yeah, I would like to see Mythos style of Mythos, that kind of thing. But
yes.
Ultimately, I didn't put a lot of thought into this one because I just don't see it sticking around. So
No.
I would like to see it, like I said, half and half, and see some of Seuss Landing get expanded into, like I said, offering more of those things that I'd like to see there. So
Right, so leaving Lost Continent behind. So let's hop on a mythical creature, like a what's called a Pegasus. But as you cross the border, it magically changes into a hippogriff, and you land with a thump in the
I see
Wizarding
what you
World.
did there.
Yes, Darren, what
Yes.
delights do you have for the Wizarding World? Hogsmeade.
picture, if you will, Hill Valley, 1880.
Pink covered words.
That's just Darren's answer for every land.
Yeah, I want every door in Hogsmeade to open to a little store there. I know a lot of my ideas are storefronts and that kind of thing, but I'm
No,
thinking
that's a good
practically.
idea.
You can't really expand it. If you could expand the walkways, I would do that by like twice as much of what they actually have there. That would be great. I know it might kill the authenticity of everything, but it would be a nice change and a great viewing area for the new projection show as compared to what they have now. But since we can't actually physically expand the space, then I would like to see them utilize like every little storefront that they have there to actually have something in there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Just like a little place to explore. But really, other than that, I can't really think of a lot that you can do. I would like to see Hogsmeade Station fleshed out a little bit more.
Yes.
And maybe enclosed and air conditioned. That'd be kind of nice.
That'd be nice.
Because that gets pretty nasty during the summer. Just that kind of thing. Just small kind of touch up changes and that sort of thing, but nothing really big really jumps out at me.
Yeah.
The problem is with every land that gets built, the subsequent land that gets built after makes the one prior look a little bit dated. We've kind of already said it. So Hogsmeade was stunning when it first opened, and then they opened Diagon Alley, and Diagon Alley was the next phase of themed lands, and it makes Hogsmeade look a little dated, a little tired. I know it sounds, because I actually prefer Hogsmeade over Diagon Alley, but when you look at, they learned a lot from the mistakes they made with Hogsmeade when they built Diagon Alley. But for the most part, I still love that land for what it is. I wish they'd somehow cover the show building Forbidden Journey a little bit more, because you can still see it walking into Jurassic Park, because those trees haven't quite filled out yet.
No, but that's just a time thing.
But daft things, they need to update the screens in Forbidden Journey, because I don't know what it's like currently, because we haven't ridden it for 2 years, but the last time we rode it, those screens were horrendous.
Can I just jump in and say I would like Hermione to be in sync?
Yeah. It's never been in sync, that bit.
Because it's not Hermione.
No, it is her.
Oh, what is her, is it?
But it's never been in sync that way. She says, say observatory on 3, 1, 2, 3, and she's like mouthing 6 words behind herself. But yeah, those screens need updating to 4K. Let's be honest, I'm sure it doesn't cost that much.
Okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
They need to
Pocket
add
change.
in those Dementors in the back of the Dementor scene that aren't used. Because who cares? I'm scaring kids. That's the whole point.
That toughens them up.
You've seen
You
our
gotta
kids on it. The spider scene and the dragon scene, if they're scared of them, then a few extra Dementors isn't going to make any difference.
Best photo we've got is the spider, where they take the photo off the spider scene.
It's Raymond's the worst
and
one.
the kids are both hiding their eyes.
You're going to see the pair of them on Dinosaur at bloody Animal Kingdom.
They're trying to breed Horror Nights fans, so I gotta get them started somewhere.
Absolutely.
And again, it's been rumoured. I know when we've had Jim Hill on, he's talked about it quite a bit, that they have tested it, but they've never actually figured out where to put it in. They need the Great Hall dining experience somewhere in that land. I don't care how they do it or where they put it. That
Agreed.
Yes.
is some sort of... That would make them a fortune.
They could do that as an after-hours event.
Yeah.
That
And
would be
then I
fantastic.
will say, Mark, something that I know you guys talked about on OI last year was the Yule Ball thing. Whether that ends up coming
Yeah, that's
true
something I
or
was just-
not. Again, that would be something that would be great in there.
Especially if you had a wardrobe area where the guests coming in could actually go and get dressed.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That's why I'm saying make it an after hours
Yeah.
ticketed event, and
I think that was the thing about
that'd
it
be
back
fabulous.
then, wasn't
Sorry,
it?
Mark, I
Is that
interrupted you.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say, especially after they included that little U-Ball scene with the Magic of Christmas at Hogwarts Castle production show.
Yeah.
It's like they're trolling everyone. Like, haha, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
We can do this, you know.
Like
I wouldn't pay
one
for
daft
that.
little thing I want to see him do, and I've said it ever since I saw the Frog Choir. So they're on the stage. They're not supposed to have microphones on, right? Because they don't work in the wizarding world,
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
right? So what I want is for their microphones to not be turned on when they first come out, and the conductor come and introduce herself or himself to the crowd, but without the microphone on. And then sort of, check themselves, pull the wand out of the pocket, and do sonorous and tap the throat, and then the mics kick in.
Yes.
It's a daft little thing where I just think they've missed a trick that
Yeah.
for Potter nerds would be such a geek
Yeah.
out moment.
That's for the book fans. You know, yeah.
If that happened, I'd be like, oh my God, that is amazing.
Any little
I
touch
never
like
thought
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
just
a really nice touch.
and it's a nothing. It would literally
Yeah.
take them 2 seconds to implement, and it's
Yeah.
just a little nerdy detail
It is.
that Potter fans would really be like, oh, that is cool.
Sort the men from the boys.
But yeah, I agree with Darren's. There's a lot of storefronts in Hogsmeade that could be shops.
Well, probably not, because when like I was saying, I realised.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh, it was It was in Diagon Alley. I realised that
Oh yeah, Nocturne Alley.
where Nocturne Alley actually comes into, and that's all the storefronts.
Yeah, but you
It's
look
the same
at
thing.
not in Hogsmeade. There's nothing. Like you think along from where the bathrooms are, the shop fronts there, but what's behind? There can't be anything behind them. There's nothing there.
Either utility or
Maybe.
back a house for other things
Yeah.
like
Pumpkin juice and butterbeer supplies and
But surely
Yeah.
you could put that somewhere else. Surely with them knocking down Dragon Challenge, they could potentially build just a little storage area out the back
Build
of
a
there.
bloody
as
big
part
storage
of it.
area
No,
out
because
there.
obviously whatever that's going to be, some sort of Forbidden Forest Mac coaster experience thing, whatever
knows?
it's going to be.
I heard they're putting 48 different attractions in there. But
Well, the rumour is there might be more than one, but...
anyways.
I would like to see witches and wizards going about their daily business.
Yes.
You know, especially, obviously it's the wrong park, but especially, Nocturne Alley, you see somebody like looking furtively around and ducking in.
But yeah, just
Things like
actual
that.
wizards inhabiting the wizarding
Yes.
village. No, that's a good point.
You know-
like not in the shops, just wandering around. And they
Yeah.
did do it a little bit when it opened, from what I heard.
Somebody opening a window and shaking a rug out upstairs, just things like that. Just,
Yeah, that would be
so
cool.
it's just, you are passing through an actual
Because you've only
village.
really got the Hogwarts
Right
Express.
into your butterbeer.
Yeah, you've only got the
Absolutely.
Hogwarts Express conductor. Really, is the only sort of character in the
Mm-hmm.
in the park, and I feel that a lot of that authenticity of the wizarding world has gone away now from at least our first visit.
Now, you did mention the shop front.
I didn't, Darren did.
Well, Darren. Sorry, Darren. See, it was so long ago, I don't even remember who's spoken. Is it Scribulus that's in here, or Scribulus over the other side?
I think it's in
On the other
both.
side.
Is it? Which is the
Well,
one
it's in Diagon Alley for sure.
Yeah.
Which is the one? Because there is one.
with a quill?
It's got the quill and...
There's the tape measure as well,
yeah,
isn't there?
that's Madame Malkin's next door.
No, Madame Malkin's is. Do you know what?
Because you've got Dogwood and... Oh, I've forgotten. What's
It is
called?
called Scriven Shaft's Quill Shop.
Scriven
There you
Shaft.
go.
Thank you. This
Gladrag's Wizardwear is the shop.
Is it that one?
Yes.
Anyway.
Thank you,
so,
Google.
So, yeah, Scriven Shaft. Now, I am a self-confessed stationery collector. So that doesn't have to be a very big store. I would like to be able to go in there and buy a big feather quill
Yeah.
and a leather-bound notebook. Do you know, it's just... I need that shop door opening. I need to be able to go in.
My house is filled with many fine papers.
Darren's getting a job.
Fine papers indeed.
Just hopping onto Hogsmeade Station, and not necessarily
It's a little giggle in the
I know, I'm
background
just-
set me off.
I'm sorry. I remember the Dragon Challenge show you guys did, and Darren did was it the Merlin voice?
Oh, yes.
I actually wrote him. I'm like, because we're supposed to meet up at Halloween Horror Nights. I'm like, the whole night that we're together, you're talking in that voice. I'm sorry. Please continue.
It's all right. So yeah, not necessarily on the train because obviously logistics would be difficult, but at least the platform for the people who are next to get on the next train. I would like to see the trolley witch coming up and down, selling pumpkin pasties, butterbeer, pumpkin juice, chocolate frogs, like they have
Great.
on the train. Just little thing, but it's extra coins in the coffers.
Mhm.
You know, a bit more authenticity. She's got to have the screechy voice as well. You know.
Agreed.
Anything from the trolleys, dears?
I would like to see snow.
You do.
Or
It's
snow.
all over the bloody
No, but
rooftops.
but fluttering down, you know, Snope, as we called it.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I want to see, like, obviously we have butterbeer, we have pumpkin juice. I want frozen pumpkin juice.
Eh?
You.
Pumpkin juice fudge.
All right.
Fumpkin. Alcoholic pumpkin juice.
Be careful, that could go somewhere you don't want it to.
Pumpkin juice ice cream. Because why
I'm
should
surprised they've
why
never done
should
a pumpkin
they
ice
do?
cream.
pumpkin fizz? But that's it. And it's
Ugh.
vile, actually.
Shut up.
But why should butterbeer get it all?
Mark.
I love
It's
pumpkin
better.
juice. It's much better than butterbeer.
Mark, are you a pumpkin
you're
juice fan?
It's okay. I don't think I've ever had it from the tap. To be fair,
No, I've only had it
I've
from
only
the
had the
bottle.
bottles.
Mm.
See, I'm still working on a way to get that fire whiskey in a bottle.
Just briefly, while we're at this point, Mark, what is your favourite butterbeer?
I am not a fan of normal butterbeer.
Good lad.
I think it's okay once it has. If it still has the butterscotch head, it's okay. Then as soon as that dissolves, it's like, oh, get this away from me. I hate butterbeer ice cream. It really
What?
surprised me that I know.
Mhm.
And I have the opportunity to get all you can eat butterbeer ice cream because of certain events that we may or may not go to at Universal property. And I always have to pass it by because it's like, oh, it's disgusting. And hot butterbeer is okay, but frozen. That's like, I could drink a frozen butterbeer every hour on the hour for probably the rest of my life, which would be very short because I die from diabetes.
That's right. Mark's in the gang.
He's in your gang, he's not in mine.
Yep, that's right.
The American gang.
I used to be a frozen, now I'm not.
Ice cream.
Oh, I love the ice cream.
Ice cream and pumpkin
Oh.
juice. That's me.
Fudge.
Hot.
Oh,
No,
fudge.
the fudge is the fudge is awful.
Can I just
Yeah, I
say,
don't-
Try that potted cream too. I haven't tried that.
Powdered cream is good. I actually like that.
Tracy's butterbeer fudge, on the other hand, is amazing.
yes.
Well, you'll have to
Oh.
mail some out to us
I-
over
well,
here.
I shall send you the recipe because you can get half the ingredients I can't. Which is why I normally bring them all home with me.
It is really,
Yeah, remind me, I'll send you the
good.
recipe because it's dead easy. No, I mean, sorry, it's really, really difficult.
Oh, okay.
It's not. But we tell people it is, and it's far superior to theirs.
Anyway,
You just melt butterbeer and sugar together.
Yes.
There you go.
So that's kind of all I've got.
I've got
Which
one
rabbit?
more then, and it's only because I'm just on
Well, I'm sure Mark's got plenty now.
Harry
so-
Potter wiki there, and it kind of got rumoured again when they shut Zonko's down that potentially that was going to become Madam Puddyfoot's tea
Oh, yeah.
shop.
Can I
That would
volunteer
be
to run that? I would
perfect.
run a tea room over there.
hmm
I can make fudge.
I think that would be a really, really good addition.
Yeah. Forgotten about that.
Yeah.
I was just talking to someone. I don't remember if it was a reader or if it was Seth. It was someone who's a big theme park nerd like us, and he or she said that he wanted it to be a reservation only, like like a Disney
Yes.
signature dining
No,
experience.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And like, yeah, of course, I'd be there for that. Sure.
Yeah.
hmm
Because they
We'll see
would
what-
sell it out every sit,
Oh, absolutely.
without a doubt, and have proper sort of English teas and scones and
Can I just point out, though, us
Yeah.
English would go in and go, this isn't.
not if they did it properly. Well, it's not the English anyway. We walk into
We like to complain about everything.
Leaky Cauldron and go, I thought this was supposed to be typically English because it ain't. There's a croissant on the English breakfast. That's French.
We steal everything.
Japanese food isn't really Japanese food here, so
Oh,
I guess
sure.
it fits the pattern.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like Mexican food here. It's not.
No.
So, anyway, so Mark, have you got anything for us?
2 things. I call them thing 1 and thing 2.
Yay!
The 2 things, they're very small and very lame, so I apologize, but I guess that describes me in a nutshell.
Oh.
The first thing is I am not particularly impressed by the Frog Choir. I think it's okay. It's a nice little diversion, but I don't think it can hold a candle to Celestina Warbeck or the puppet shows over in Diagon Alley.
True.
And I hate the Trump show. I hate it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's one of those. If you've seen it once, that's enough.
You kind of watch
I
it as you
know.
walk past to go to Forbidden Journey, but yeah.
Yeah. I know the one in Hollywood. I'm not sure about the one in Osaka, but the one in Hollywood definitely has some kind of plus version. They have like pyrotechnics or something. Do you know, Darren?
I do believe so.
So the very least they could do that.
I didn't know because you were talking about an Orlando Informer that I was listening to today.
So I would preferably want to see that just taken out and have like a real stage and have something that's more of a real show, something that's more engrossing, more. What's really neat about Celestina specifically is that it's something that's not a recreation of anything that you saw in the movies or the books. This is a brand new additive experience, if you will.
Yeah,
so give me something more like that.
In fairness, the Frog Choir is to a certain extent. You only ever get to see it at some point in which one is it? The Prisoner of Azkaban. So it kind of is and is, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Azkaban prison themed bar, please.
In the middle of the lagoon.
Sure, why not?
Hang on,
because that's where it would be.
There's your hotel.
Oh my god! You never dare come out because all the Dementors are keeping you in your room. That would be awesome.
The second thing that you could possibly do, that's within the realm of possibility, within feasibility, I should probably say, is I just recently over at my site did an article about the different things in Japan that they have, like a Halloween event, a Christmas event that's a little bit different than ours.
Yeah.
They have a Dementors projection mapping show where it involves puppet Dementors and a drone Dementor that flies over their version of the Black Lake,
I need
which
to find
obviously
that.
we don't have. Give us stuff like that. Give us the Dementor show. Give us trick-or-treating during the day for kids at Hogsmeade during September and October, and then at nighttime have the Death Eaters come out and attack people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
weird how she
definitely.
won't let certain things be done in Orlando that she lets get done elsewhere. It's weird.
See,
Maybe
drones? The versatility with drones. You could have some sort of Dementor alarm go off, and then a flurry of drones fly over that are Dementors. And that's it. That's all it has to be. You know what I mean? It's just touches.
Little touches, yeah. That's all
Yeah.
Hogsmeade needs.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't need
So
an
about-
awful lot.
Oh, and I've just thought of another thing as well. They need to have helium balloons that someone, just maybe, even if it's just once a day, that a team member just leaves go of, but it's actually Aunt Marge floating off.
Well, I have got one that was to do with the lagoon, but it kind of ties into the land we're not going to get to in the next one. But it involves pulling something down in a land we haven't got to yet. But you could have a certain landmark in a land that we're going to get to at the beginning of the next episode not being there, which makes Hogwarts as the sort of focal point across the lagoon. So you have the first year boat taking people across the lagoon to Hogwarts like they would in the books and the movies. But the logistics of it, I don't know.
That's your first shuttle of the day.
Because that's... Mark, they have the Black Lake in Japan, but they don't do boats across it, do they?
No, the Japanese Wizarding World is the only one that doesn't have a back door. So you walk in, you do your thing, and you come back out the same way. So that's how they're able to fit in the Black Lake off to the side, where the Jurassic Park door is for us.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Why have we not got the
Which I think is
Durmstrang boat in the lagoon?
What?
Durmstrang?
Oh, yeah, you could
Boat?
have that. That would be cool.
Beauxbaton's horse and carriage?
Yeah. Big animatronic horse. Ziz.
Yeah.
Considering we all said that Hogsmeade's near enough perfect didn't need an awful lot, we've probably spent 20 minutes on it.
We're not changing
They
anything,
should put
though.
a parade in there.
Well, we-
Projection mapping. Right? I like it. Which Japan also is getting. 'Cause what the hell, Japan?
yeah.
Crazy.
We're just adding to something we love rather than changing.
Yeah.
You know.
Just to bring it, like I said, just to bring it up to the standard that they've set with Diagon Alley.
The die-hard fans want all those extras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right, before we do actually wrap up, Mark, are you wanting to let everybody know where they can find you?
Usually it's in a dark street corner, probably around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm reading Harry Potter. I am a writer and a podcast person, and I do other boring stuff for Orlando Informer, so you can find me over there.
Awesome.
Cool. So that's going to do it for part 1, episode 276. Join us in 2 weeks for part 2. We will be with you next week as well. So for Darren, Lee, Mark and myself, this has been the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
Well, that wraps up another unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. Thanks for listening. Between shows, please subscribe, rate and review us on iTunes. It really helps. But if you're not an Apple user, you can find us on Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, or wherever great podcasts are found. Head over to our blog at uuopodcast.com for show notes, articles, and more. You can get in touch with us by emailing podcast@uuopodcast.com or leave us a voicemail at speakpipe.com/uuopodcast. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Just search UUO Podcast. And if you're planning a trip to Universal Orlando or Walt Disney World, please check out our sponsors by going to mouseandmuggle.com to book your next trip. Well, that's a wrap. See you next week.